guys, it's Laura from Doggy U, and today I want to go over some tips for selling your camper van. So when I first went to go sell the van, I tried to look up some YouTube videos on how to go about doing that, and I couldn't really find anything. So I wanted to give you some tips of things that worked for me in selling my van quickly. My first tip is to get nice photos. Take the time to go out to a nice field, get a good background, clean everything, get your crap off the countertops, and really, make your van look its best the way you would when you are selling a house. Nobody wants to see your stuff everywhere. They want to see what the van really looks like and imagine what their life would look like in it. So it's important to have really nice pictures. Also, take lots of pictures. People are going to ask you so many questions, so if you can answer those questions by having pictures of all of the components of your van, that's going to be really helpful. If you've got a fridge, open the fridge, show them what it looks like. If you've got different storage, show them multiple pictures of things pulled out, cabinets open, those types of things, so that they can see the visual of how the van actually works. My next tip is to make a website for your van. If people can get the information that they need online, you will get less stupid questions or questions asking for clarification. So what I did is took my van build website and turned it into my sale website. And I posted my pictures, but I also posted a detailed description of all the components that are in my van. So what type of fridge, what type of batteries, how much solar, how old was it, how many miles, all of those things were on the website. So I think it helped answer questions for people. So I didn't have to go through so many questions because I had a ton of questions that had to be answered. And if I hadn't have done the website, it would have been much more. Before you post it, you also have to check on how you're going to price your van. And this was a little bit more challenging for me. So what I did is I kind of combined how much the van's Kelley Blue Book value is, like the market value of the van, how much I put into the van for the build, and then I also looked at what other vans were selling for. So that does not mean what other vans were listed for, because a lot of people were listing them for higher than they actually sold them for, but I did ask a couple people who had recently sold vans. I reached out and said, hey, how much did you end up selling it for? And I had some really, obviously it was really gracious for them to respond, and that helped me with the pricing of the van to make sure that it was a fair value of the van. So the other question I had when I was getting ready to sell the van was, where do I find buyers for my van? Well, here's what I did. I posted it first on Craigslist, and then I also posted it on Facebook in various marketplaces. So I would post it on the Facebook marketplace, and then I would also post it on different Facebook groups. So like the hashtag vanlife group, the Class B group, all of those places I posted the van so that people who are already interested in vans could see it. And what I found is a lot of people shared those posts. So the buyer that I eventually ended up getting actually was a shared post from someone who had found it in another group. So the internet is, an amazing place. So take advantage of it, post it lots of places in groups that it makes sense, who are people who are already looking for vans. Now, Craigslist works too. I did get multiple inquiries from there. I did find that the people on Craigslist were more interested in lowballing me on price than anything else, whereas the people who were already in the van community tended to understand the value of the van. So that's something to think about. One other thing I wanted to point out is that I also posted it in dog-specific groups. Like there's a group for dog vehicle setups. I posted my van there because my van has a very dog-specific purpose to it, so that can help if you can find your niche of what your van is built for. So say, yours is really built out for having a mountain bike in the back, make sure you post it on mountain bike Facebook groups. So after you've posted it, my next tip is to be kind to people. You are going to get a lot of questions that are already on your website or already answered in your post. Go ahead and direct people back to them so maybe they didn't click on the link or whatever, but also be kind to them. It's easy to get frustrated. I got a ton of inquiries, at least 100 inquiries on the van through different avenues, and it would have been really easy, especially to get frustrated with the people that are offering you 20 grand below your listing price. But you have to remember that that person might be able to pass on your information to someone else who does have the budget for it or who is interested in the type of van that you have. So those are my tips for selling your camper van, and just based on my experience of selling it quickly and for the price that I wanted to sell it for. Make sure that it's clean, that you have a website, that you have nice photos, and that it's worth what you're actually posting the price for. And then be kind to people, answer questions, and try to funnel them back to your website and photos for questions that you've already answered. So I hope that was helpful for those of you who are trying to sell your camper van. I know I'll be doing another build out in the future, so I hope this helped. You guys have a great day and happy camping.